Another interesting video on A Letter from Money series where we are talking about chapter number 3. Chapter number 3 starts with a beautiful quote, which is by my favorite, Warren Buffett. And he says, if you cannot control your emotions, you cannot control your money. And we all make a lot of decisions about money, for money, with emotions being used. So if you think, yeah, you are a very emotional person and you are unable to maintain your wealth, just check how emotionally you are dealing with your money. So with starting with this beautiful quote, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Peshu Bhargav and I'm an author coach. And today we are discussing chapter number 3, I Feel for You, from my book, A Letter from Money, which is you are seeing in the display. It is already an Amazon International bestseller. And this is my first book so far. So what happens in chapter number 3? The entire book is written in a very Bollywood kind of style, and chapter 3 starts with kuch kuch hota hai Anjali tum nahi samjhoge kind of dialogue. Yes, I am very filmy. And this is how the chapter starts actually, and it takes you through a lot of ups and downs and actually comes to the point, which is discovering your emotions towards money. So chapter 3 is all about how you are related to money right now. Like in chapter 2 we discussed how your relationship was with money, like since childhood, and how it slowly developed. But now, today, currently, how you feel about money, whatever you do, whenever you do, whether it is involving money. So, how you react to it, how you feel emotionally about it, because it has a lot to do with your wealth frequency. So, the amount of money you are making depends on the wealth frequency that you have. So, to discover your emotion towards money, there is a lot of exercises given, like there are particular questions. Then you decide whether you feel good about it, whether you feel bad about it, and more than good and bad, there are a lot of number of emotions given in tabular form, and then you get to select those emotions. So the questions are like, how do you feel when someone asks you to borrow money from you? How do you feel when you have given money to someone and you have to ask that just give my money back? How do you feel when you sell something? How do you feel when you are not getting money very frequently, like on a regular basis? How do you feel when you lose a lot of amount of money? How do you feel when you win some amount of money? Do you appreciate small amounts of money? So what are your emotions? You all discover through the small exercises that are given in the chapter. Then there is a measurement tool that I call is bond scale. So bond scale helps you to measure your bonding with the money. So how does the bond scale look like? I just want to give you a just glimpse actually. So this is how the bond scale looks like. Let me just remove this particular thing. Okay, so if you see from it is not looking very clear, but as you can see, I'll tell you. From 0 to 80, like if you measure your score, the emotions you are feeling for money. So if it lies from 0 to 80, that means the bond with your money is not that great. So it's just the phase where you get start to fall in love with money. And from 80 to 100, if you're already on 80 to 100, then it says that you are made for each other. So that means you are already sharing a great bond with money. So all the wealthy people, all the rich people shares this great bond with money. Like they share a great bond wherein their emotions about money, whether they lose money, whether they earn money, is always very high. Like they are always very positive. So what are your emotions? And I can guarantee you, this is not something you will just discover in 1 minute video or 2 minute video or a 5 minute video, in fact, because these emotions or beliefs related to money are very deep rooted since our childhood. So you have to go with every one single question and discover how you feel about every single situation. Okay, so this is one part of it. Now coming back to the second point we already discussed, which was measuring your bond with money. The third thing is, when you measure your bond with money, you realize there are a lot of undesired emotions that you are holding with yourself, inside yourself, related to money. So how do you release these undesired emotions, and how do you adopt the desired emotions is what is being taught at the third level in the chapter. So releasing undesired emotions happens with tapping. So tapping is a technique which is given by a very renowned person, I guess Gary Craig, and he tapping, like you tap in some parts of the body which are meridian points, and there's a sequence to it, and you repeat 1 or 2 rounds or as many rounds as you want. So the detailed technique you'll get inside the book. So once you do 2-3 rounds of tapping and you have any undesired emotion, after tapping, that emotion reduces the frequency, or the, I would say, not the frequency but the intensity of that emotion reduces. So once the intensity of that emotion reduces, you release a lot of negativity, you release a lot of uh, energy related to those particular undesired emotions, and that clears your blocks. So it's like clearing your blockages, it's like releasing your blockages, and then you can allow another set of desired emotions to fall inside your mind, like to build inside your mind, and then you can really work up from there on, because that sets like that clears out the space first, and then you have this empty space where you can clear, put in the new emotions, and then you can build a better bond with money. So that was all about chapter number 3, which is I feel for you. So this is money telling you what it feels for you, and in this chapter you discover what you feel for money. It's a wonderful chapter, everyone should read this particular thing, and I will be giving the link of the book inside the description box. Also, if you also feel like you have a lot of stories to share and you are just blocked with something or the other whenever you start writing, or whenever you think of publishing, join the creators gang where we discuss things about related to writing, creative writing, all sorts of writing. And also I uh, give free workshops related to how you can start writing and what are the steps from there on. So if you're interested, join the WhatsApp group, it's free, and that's called Creators Gang. See you in the next video, which is going to be great because it's an interview with one of my best friends. Let's see you tomorrow. Bye bye, take care.